Sains, jadi kita punya astronomi, kita punya kimia, biologi, fisika, kita punya komputer dan juga matematika. Selain itu kita juga punya kelas Olimpiade IPS. Jadi kalau teman-teman pengen bergabung dengan kelas Olimpiade Wadaya, boleh kan? Jadi kita punya astronomi. Sistem pembelajaran di Wadaya College itu cukup menyenangkan karena selain kita dijelaskan materi secara mendalam, kita juga akan diajarkan bagaimana strategi pemecahan masalah dan ide-ide terkait, dan juga akan dikasih tahu sumber-sumber yang teman-teman bisa pelajari dari internet. Oke, kami tunggu ya. Dadah.
Hai semuanya, selamat datang di SMA Wardaya. SMA Wardaya berlokasi di Taman Ratu Indah Blok F13, Jakarta Barat, DKI Jakarta. Bagi kamu yang ingin belajar di SMA Wardaya, kami memiliki fasilitas pendukung seperti laboratorium fisika, laboratorium biologi, laboratorium kimia, dan laboratorium komputer. Bagi kamu yang di luar kota atau di luar Jakarta, kamu jangan khawatir. Kami memiliki fasilitas asrama putra dan asrama putri. Selain asrama, kami juga memiliki fasilitas lapangan yang luas yang bisa kamu gunakan untuk bermain basket, bola, voli, badminton, atau lain sebagainya. Dan terakhir, kami memiliki fasilitas kantin yang memiliki makanan 4 sehat, 5 sempurna. SMA Wardaya mengkolaborasikan 3 kurikulum. Yang pertama, kurikulum nasional atau kurikulum merdeka. Yang kedua, kurikulum internasional atau Cambridge A-Level. Yang ketiga, kurikulum peminatan seperti kelas olimpiade dan kelas profesional. Sama seperti sekolah pada umumnya, SMA Wardaya juga memiliki kegiatan ekstrakurikuler seperti kegiatan profesional, data science and artificial intelligence, finance and actuarial science, digital marketing dan entrepreneurship, dan terakhir kelas penelitian atau research. Yang kedua, kegiatan ekstrakurikuler Olimpiade terdiri dari Olimpiade Matematika, Olimpiade Fisika, Olimpiade Kimia, Olimpiade Biologi, Olimpiade Ekonomi, Olimpiade Komputer, dan Olimpiade Astronomi. Yang terakhir, kegiatan ekstrakurikuler olahraga terdiri dari futsal, basket, taekwondo, dan lain-lain. Beberapa siswa-siswi SMA Wardaya telah meraih prestasi di bidang akademik. Berikut daftar nama-nama siswa-siswi SMA Wardaya yang telah meraih prestasi. Bagi teman-teman yang ingin mendaftar di SMA Wardaya, dapat mengunjungi link berikut ini.
Hai, selamat datang di kelas bahasa. Buat kamu yang ingin meningkatkan kemampuan dalam bahasa Mandarin, bahasa Inggris, dan bahasa Jepang, kelas bahasa adalah pilihan yang tepat. Mari kita lihat apa saja yang ada di kelas bahasa. Kelas HSK. Di kelas ini, kamu tidak akan hanya diajarkan bagaimana mendengarkan, berbicara, membaca, serta menulis bahasa Mandarin dengan benar dan
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I hope you have had a great day. And now we are going to start our event, or as we call it, our webinar about Tohoku University. But before that, let me present a short presentation about Wardaya first. All right. Hold on. Okay. Here we go. Oops, sorry. Okay, here. Okay, welcome everyone to the webinar. Today we are going to be we are welcoming guests from Japan, from Tohoku University. Here we have their representatives, the respective representatives. We have Professor Yumiko Watanabe. Then we have Associate Professor Takeshi Koike. Then we have Professor Dr. Heri Hermansyah. And we also have Sir Carlos Baptista here with us. These four are going to be the representatives from Tohoku University for today. Next. Now let me tell you a short or let me give you a short presentation about Wardaya. So Wardaya School. Here we go. First of all, these are the few programs or the programs we have. It may not be much, but this is what we can offer from the Wardaya School and college as well. Next, we have this. We have Wardaya Education Consulting and Agency, or what we can shorten it to WECAN. And it basically is what it says in the title, a gateway to the top universities and scholarships in the world. Next, these are the 7 advantages of WECAN. I'll read a few of them. The first one is consultant that yang ahli dan berpengalaman dari universitas ternama. So it's basically we have a very, very professional consultant that is well versed in a very famous university. Next, we have the students or the participants of WECAN that has achieved great things or achieved very, very impressive feats or have achieved a lot of good stuff or have been offered a lot of stuff in their from their graduations here. So, and next, what we also present, also Warda Education and Consulting and Agency, WECAN also presents to upgrade your score, whether it's listening, reading, writing, or speaking. Next, this is a photo of Wardaya School, the previous years. As you can see, we have our beloved principal, Dr. Anton Wardaya, and some of the few students here. Next. Here we have Wardaya's vision and mission. So Wardaya's vision and mission here, as you can see, is the vision first, as we can see here, is advancing Indonesian education that excels in science and technology. As for the missions, first is to be the center of concept in Olympics. Second is for encouraging and assisting students in preparing themselves for leading universities and winning scholarships. Third, organizing and developing education in Olympic and non-Olympic programs that are superior and internationally reputable. 4, building and developing institutional cooperation in supporting and the strengthening of internationally reputable institutions. Next. This is, as you can see, this is, and as you can see, this is our curriculum. The Wardaya School is already connected with a lot of universities and industries and governments. We also have the national thing. All right. Next, we have the yes, these few students who have achieved or have successfully been sent to the Olympiad, the OSN, or the Olympiade Saints National, or the National Saints Competition, or Olympiad, from 27 August to September in Bogor. Next, these are the achievements of Wardaya School or Wardaya High School. And these are the students that have gained those achievements, or the candidate and have gotten candidates for or became candidates for the BIM. And next, these are the few images of Wardaya School and their learning system, and as well as the building or the location of Wardaya School, which is Taman Ratu Indah, Block F7, F13, Duri Kepa, Jakarta Barat, and 11520. as well as our social media and contacts. And if you have any interest, you can directly contact us on our WhatsApp, on our phone, our Instagram, or our Linktree as well. Thank you for listening to our short presentation. And now I will be handing it to my friend Norin to take the lead.
Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Marin, and now up next we're going to have a presentation from Professor Yumiko Watanabe and Professor Takashi Koike that's going to be presenting about the Tohoku University itself and how is it there.
Okay, shall I speak?
Yes, please.
Okay. Hello, everyone. We are connecting from Sendai in Japan. We are representing Tohoku University. Today, we have three speakers. First is myself. I am Takeshi Koike. And next is the coordinator of our program, Professor Yumiko Watanabe. Would you like to say some few words?
Hello, everybody. Thank you very much for this opportunity. I hope you enjoy this event and learn something about Tohoku University and also degree program for international students, which all classes are conducted in English.
Okay, thank you very much. And then we have a student from Waradaya who actually is enrolled in the graduate school after completing our program. Carlos, please introduce yourself.
All right, good. Here it's already evening. I believe there is still afternoon. So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Carlos Baptista, and as Koike Sensei said, I was the alumni from Warday College, and now I'm in the master course of Tohoku University, and I graduated from the FGL program. So we'll have a lot of things to talk about, and please enjoy our talk. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. And then we have a special speaker today, Professor Haley, who studied at Tohoku for his graduate studies. Professor, please.
Okay. Good afternoon, konnichiwa. I'm Professor Takeshi, Professor Watanabe. Carlos, yeah, we meet again after last week. Yeah, we meet in Sendai. I'm alumni of Tohoku University. I study supported by scholarship from industry. So in this meeting, I hope I can share about how Tohoku is one of the best university in Japan and so many opportunity to study there with many scholarship from government or non-government resources. I hope this video conference can be very useful for everyone who wish to study in Japan. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, without any further yes.
Okay, one thing that I'm adding. If you have a question, even during the presentation time, please write down your question in the chat box. I try my best to answer to your question directly. Very typical question, we pick them up again during the Q&A session and share the answer with all participants. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Professor Watanabe. So without any further ado, let me introduce a future global leadership program. So just a moment, please. I will share the screen. Okay, can you see the screen, everyone?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Now, now we can see.
Okay. Again, thank you very much for everyone for attending this webinar, and we are very happy to tell you about the program at Tohoku University in Japan. My name is Takeshi Koike. I'm from a Global Learning Center, Institute for Excellence in Higher Education. Okay, so just a brief introduction of myself. I have been teaching freshman physics to FGL program students since 2017. I have a PhD in physics. My specialization is in experimental nuclear physics. I am currently a specially appointed associate professor, and Professor Watanabe has PhD in geoscience, and then she's the coordinator of FGL program. And she'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have during the presentation. So please write your question in a chat box, and she will try her best to reply as soon as possible, as real time as possible. But then if the question is too complicated to write down, she will come back to it during the Q&A session. Okay, so let me tell you where we are located. And as you can see, this is the, so let me change this to a, okay. So as you can see, this is the map of Japan. And everybody probably knows about Tokyo, the capital of our country. And Sendai is located 350 kilometers northeast of Tokyo. And this city is connected by a super express train called Shinkansen. You may have heard about Shinkansen, a rapid train system we have here in Japan. It takes only 90 minutes from Tokyo Station to Sendai Station. We also have a local airport, so you may not be able to fly directly from Indonesia, but you can stop over in Tokyo, and then from Narita you can fly to Sendai Airport if you want. And then speaking of high-speed train system, I really like to congratulate Indonesian government for completing the first high-speed train system in Southeast Asia. I think this is a great achievement. And so if I have a chance to visit Indonesia next time, I really like to try on this new train system. So in all over Japan, we have this high-speed train system connecting major cities. Okay, so let me talk about the city of Sendai a little bit more. The city of Sendai has a population of a little bit more than 1 million. And this city is known as academic city as well as city of trees. And so if you go to downtown Sendai, you will see plenty of trees, and it's very beautiful in May with a fresh green. And this will tell you that you can enjoy your study in rather natural and peaceful environment. And now I like to talk about our university. Our university again is called Tohoku University. Tohoku means northeast of the capital, Tokyo. And our university was established in 1907, and then we have 116 years of history and tradition, and we are established at the third national university, which remains one of the top 7 national university in Japan to date. And we hold 3 principles which are listed here, very important. The first one is research first. We really value research in our university. The next principle is open door. We try to be as inclusive as possible, offering educational and research opportunity to everyone. And as a matter of fact, we are the first national university to accept female students a long time ago in Japan. And the third one is practice-oriented research and education. And we think that it is not enough to study only from reading or solving routine problems. And the real knowledge can be gained by combining studying and doing real work. So this third principle is really important, and you will experience this firsthand when you join our program, where you are guaranteed to have a research opportunity while you are undergraduate student. Okay, so you might be wondering how our university fares in various ranking, and this is just an how do you say, a indicator of how good our university is, but this is not the entire story. So here we list a ranking of specific departments which are related to the courses we offer in FGL program. So, for example, material science is ranked as 47th in the world, chemistry 96th, and mechanical engineering 81st in the world. And overall, we are ranked 79th in the world and 5th in Japan, according to this QS World University Rankings 2023. And another ranking by Times Higher Education, we are happy to tell you that our university is ranked #1 4 years in a row. And our university is a national university with comprehensive academic departments and schools. So we have 10 faculties with 15 graduate schools, and we also have 6 professional graduate schools and research institutes. And we list all these different faculties and schools here. But we have about 18,000 students, out of which undergraduate is about 11,000, and the rest is a graduate student of 7,000. And then our number of academic staff is about 3,000. And if you look at these numbers, then you can see that the students to faculty ratio is about 6:1, which is rather low for the size of this national university in Japan. So we will have plenty of opportunity to interact with academic staff and professors. And so this slide shows you how our university is represented by international students. This 2,145 is the number of international students who are at the moment enrolled in Tohoku University. So if you include other students who only stay here for a couple months or half a year, this number increases dramatically. But at the moment, I mean, as of now, we have this number of international students who come from 90 countries all over the world. And this pie chart shows you the demography of our international student body. And as you can see, more than 80% come from Asian countries. And out of this 80%, 100 students are from Indonesia, and 20 of them are actually enrolled in FGL courses. So Indonesian students comprises one of the majority in our program. Okay, our campus. This shows you how our 4 campuses are scattered around this Sendai station. In Japan, the center of the city is a train station. So this is the center of Sendai, but our 4 campuses are located very close to Sendai stations. And then there is a newly opened subway connecting directly between Sendai station and this campus, Kawauchi campus, and then Aobayama campus. So our universities, various campuses are located very close to a center of the city. Okay, so now if you want to know more about our university, especially the undergraduate program, please scan this QR code here, and you will have many informations. And so once you are led to this web page, you can click this tab here for international students, and then you'll be led to this web page, and you can click degree courses. And degree courses, you will find undergraduate English. And so if you click that, then you will find all the details of our program. And I will, of course, tell you more about the financial aid later. Okay, so now let me talk about this Future Global Leadership Program, known as FGL. And we have both for undergraduate and then graduate degree courses. As Professor Watanabe already mentioned, our program is very unique in that you don't need to know any Japanese before joining this program. All the courses will be taught entirely in English. Okay. And then in the previous slides, I showed you all the schools and faculties. But for our program, we offer 3 courses from 3 different schools. One is a School of Science. The second one is School of Engineering. The other one is School of Agriculture. And so these schools offer 3 specialized undergraduate degree courses. And so let me tell you more about each course. These programs were established for students overseas like yourselves. And then our program starts in October. In Japan, a new school year starts in April, but don't worry, when you join this program, the program starts in October. Probably in Indonesia too. Okay, so the first course is from a School of Science, Chemistry Department, and this is called Advanced Molecular Chemistry, known as AMC, which accepts about 10 people. The second one is from School of Engineering, and this is known as IMAQ, International Mechanical Aerospace Engineering. And this course is very popular and has the largest number of students at the moment, which accepts about 15 to 20 students. The last but not least is from School of Agriculture. It's called Applied Marine Biology, known as AMB. This also accepts about 10 students every year. So all in all, we accept about 30 students every year to this program. Okay, so this slide shows you the breakdown of 4 years, what you will study. So as you can see here, for the first year and a half, you'll be taking general courses. And I teach freshman physics to everyone. And then after that, you will advance to more specialized courses for each program. And then as early as second semester of the third year, you will have an opportunity to engage in some kind of a research project. So that's another unique aspect of this program, that you will be guaranteed to have a good experience on research, which is a good thing when you are considering going to graduate school, not only Tohoku, but also graduate school abroad. Okay, so this shows you how students are interacting with faculty and professors. And this is from IMAQ, AMC, and AMB. As you can see, you have plenty of opportunity to touch and use a cutting-edge equipment when you are gaining some experience in research. Okay, so now let me tell you how to apply to this program if you're interested in. So again, this is a very important QR code here. Please have your smartphone scan this QR code. And then on this site, you can find all the details about application. I will just now, for now, I will just briefly give you an overview how the screening process will proceed. Okay, the first step is that you prepare all the necessary documents, and then you submit online. So everything will be completed online. And then after the submission of the application, we have the first screening. And then if you, you'll be screened for the second stage. If you can advance to the second stage, then you are asked to actually take a written exam as well as an interview. And this third step is very important. And then after the, based on the results on this third step, we will announce the successful applicants. And then as by April, we'll announce, including the scholarship, who are admitted to our program. And then at this stage, it's up to you whether you accept our offer or you decided to go, you decide to go somewhere else. Okay, so again, the application guide for 2024 for enrollment is, the information is available on this webpage. Okay, so I'm just telling you the important dates. In order for you to apply to our program, we ask you to submit some standardized examination scores, which I will explain a little bit more in detail later on. But the most popular one after SAT subject is being abolished is EJU and ACT. Unfortunately, if you have not applied for EJU, you cannot take this exam anymore this year. So you have to, if you haven't taken EJU yet, maybe you have to take ACT if you haven't done so.
小池
And,
先生、
はい。
I realize Waldaya School offer the Cambridge A level education. So actually they can use that,
Cambridge A.
score
Okay.
to apply for the FGL. We
Okay,
accepted the predicted score.
Okay. So, but there is another slide for this, right? So, okay. So anyway, so application submission period is January 9th, 2024 up to January 17, 2024. So the windows for application is rather short, small. So please, if you want to apply, please make a preparation as soon as possible. So the first stage screening results will be announced on February 9th, and then the online second stage examination will be held sometimes in March, between March 4 and March 8, and then by April 3rd, the successful applicants will be contacted. Okay, so this is the requirements for each course. Because this course is taught entirely in English, so we ask you to submit a proof of proficiency in English. So some of the requirements are the same for all three courses. Okay, this TOEFL, for example, IBT 79 plus or IELTS Academics 6.0 plus. And then again, we ask you to submit standardized examination scores if you are applying for AMC on mathematics, physics, and chemistry. And for IMAQ, the same, mathematics, physics, and chemistry. But if you're applying for A and B, you can choose any of two subjects among chemistry, physics, and biology. And standardized examination scores we accept include ACT, AP, and EJU, and IB, and GCA, and then Watanabe says you said Cambridge, right?
GCA equal to the Cambridge A level.
Yes. So that means people from Waradaya can submit these predicted scores. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Yes. Okay, so now let me tell you about the money. How much you expect to pay to study in Japan? Okay, so I have listed breakdowns of total expense for the first year. This is the typical amount that you expect to pay. So this column is in Japanese yen. I converted this to Indonesian rupiahs using the exchange rate for today. And the last column is converted to US dollars. So you have this one-time admission fee, which is about 29 million Indonesian rupiahs. And in tuition, being a national university, it's very cheap by American standard, which is about 56 million rupiahs. And living cost per year is 175 million rupiahs. And in total, for the first year, you expect to pay 260 million rupiahs. And as I said, Tohoku is one of the best university in Japan, but the tuition is 1/10 of equivalent American university. This 40,000 USD tuition per year is a typical tuition for, say, state university like Berkeley or University of Washington. But if you are talking about like Stanford or Harvard, this tuition is even larger. Okay, but we are not even with this reasonable price cost, we are not asking you to pay everything on your own. Of course, we have financial aid. So let me talk about financial aid. And what is unique about this program is that we have 8 slots, allocations for this most general mixed government scholarship. And this number of allowance for scholarship is not guaranteed. We have to apply every 3 years, and this number may change. But for the past several years, we keep this number 8. So, which means that when you apply to this program, all you have to do is to check, yes, I want financial aid, and you will be automatically qualified for application of mixed scholarship. So based on the second stage examination, and the best 8 students will be automatically entitled for this mixed scholarship. If you get this mixed scholarship, basically you can study for free for 4 years. So you receive monthly stipend until you graduate up to 4 years, and then your entrance fee is waived, and your annual tuition is waived for 4 years. And then the second best we can offer is the Tohoku University President Fellowship, which will give you this amount of Japanese yen every month. But if you multiply this number by 12, which becomes equal to this annual tuition. So that means this presidential fellowship scholarship covers your annual tuitions. In addition to that, based on your financial need, annual tuition is partially waived. So that means this amount can be spent, for example, on your living expenses. And the last one is a privately financed, this is for privately financed students, and this is offered by JASL. And then you receive this amount for the first 6 months. So again, you don't have to do any complicated paperwork to be entitled for the scholarship, as long as you do well on the entrance, the second stage examinations. Okay, so let me tell you briefly, after you come to Sendai, where you are expected to live for the first 2 years. A new dormitory was built in Aobayama campus. It's very beautiful, and you are guaranteed to have a individual room, while you're sharing kitchen and a dining area with other international as well as Japanese students. And maybe Carlos will tell you more about this. Okay, and then this is one of the last slides that you may be wondering what kind of opportunities you expected to have after you graduate from our program. So 70% of our FGL undergraduate students will advance to graduate school. They can go to graduate school, of course, at Tohoku University, but also some of them accepted to a very reputable university, graduate schools in Europe and in the US. And also, and most of them finish master degree. And after receiving the master degree, they go on to work in industry, and then they ended up they ended up working for all these big companies that you may know the name very well, like Toyota, Nissan, Hitachi, and so on. Okay, so this ends my brief introduction to the program. And if you have any questions, we will have a Q&A sessions sometime. But I hope to convey that the university is ready to accept your applications, and I hope to we hope to have a very passionate students from Indonesia about your country, and also making a great contribution to the world as a whole. Okay, thank you very much. And then now I will pass the screen to Carlos. Is that correct?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. All right. So it's all up to you now.
All right. Okay. Oh, wait a second. Let me get my screen on. All right. Can you see my slide?
Yes.
Right. Okay. Yes. All right. I will speak in Indonesian, but the slides will be in English, so everyone can understand. Halo semuanya. Jadi setiap tahun 2 kali biasanya saya bersama dengan Profesor Watanabe, Profesor Takeshi Koike selalu menjelaskan tentang Tohoku University. Dan kali ini juga saya akan menjelaskan tentang experience saya di Tohoku University itu seperti apa, ya. Jadi sedikit tentang saya, nama saya Carlos Baptista. Bersyukur sudah dapat Bachelor in Science di tahun lalu. Terus saya sekarang masih di Tohoku University di Master Course di Faculty of Science, ya. Hobi saya suka masak sama saya suka bercocok tanam. Dan this is my contact, ini kontak saya. Jadi kalau misalnya ada pertanyaan apapun bisa langsung kontak ke saya. And jadi ini adalah sedikit tentang saya. Dari 2015 saya bersekolah SMA di Penambur Kota Tangerang. Terus di 2017 saya join Wardaya College di Pre-Top University, 2018 di Top University. Lalu tahun 2018 juga saya lulus SMA, lulus dari Wardaya College, saya langsung ikut ke Tohoku University. Terus saya ikut undergraduate-nya, di tahun ketiga saya ikut internship di salah satu laboratorinya, namanya Hibara Laboratory, dan saya jadi membernya. Dan sekarang dan saya lulus di bawah naungan Profesor Hibara, dan sekarang tahun 2022 saya join Master Course masih di Hibara Laboratory, dan akan lulus di tahun 2024. Jadi sebelumnya saya mau jelasin tentang kegiatan saya, ngapain aja sih pada saat kegiatan research, ya. Jadi seperti yang Koike Sensei bilang, kita punya 3 prinsipal di mana research itu sangat penting, ya. Dan banyak sekali pengalaman research yang sudah saya jalankan sehingga saya bisa memiliki banyak achievement, di mana salah satunya saya jadi pembicara di Japan Analytical Chemistry Society Conference di Toyama waktu itu bulan April kalau nggak salah ya, bulan April. Saya sebagai penulis pertamanya, terus saya juga berbicara di IWAT 2022, terus juga saya conference di Sendai juga 2022 di Michinoku Conference. Ya, jadi ini riset saya, dan saya juga banyak berkontribusi sehingga saya sering jadi co-author di conference paper di laboratori saya, di mana kita laboratori saya fokus ke micro and nanotechnology, dan riset saya lebih ke surface chemistry atau lebih ke chemistry di permukaan gitu ya. Oke, terus selanjutnya saya scholarship dan grant yang saya sudah dapat. Jadi waktu saya undergraduate, saya nggak dapat Max Scholarship, tapi saya dapat yang President Fellowship dan Max Honor Scholarship. Dari tahun 2018 Oktober sampai 2020 Maret. Lalu setelah itu dari 2020 April sampai 2021 Maret, saya dapat SGU Max Scholarship. Jadi SGU Max Scholarship ini basically sama seperti Max Scholarship, tapi bedanya kita harus apply setiap tahunnya gitu. Ini berdasarkan rekomendasi dari university. 2021 April sampai 2022 Maret saya dapat President Fellowship lagi. Lalu di tahun 2022 April sampai 2024 Maret, jadi di tahun akhir saya sampai di master course saya dapat SGO Max Scholarship lagi. Jadi jumlahnya lebih besar untuk kalau master course, jumlahnya lebih besar. Jadi ya sekitar 12 juta per bulan, 16 juta per bulan bersih ya, ini bersih. Jadi full tuition tambah segini. Terus saya mau jelasin tentang pengeluaran, ya. Lifestyle di sini itu seperti apa sih? Jadi kalau misalnya saya mau bandingin lifestyle antara Sendai dan Tokyo gitu ya. Jadi kalau Sendai, kalau misalnya saya hitung-hitung total itu sekitar 100 juta, 100.000 yen atau sekitar 11 juta per bulan. Ini perinciannya di sini. Foodnya sekitar segini, sekitar 2,2 juta per bulan. Karena saya juga suka masak, sekitar 1,7 juta, jadi totalnya sekitar 3,9 juta per bulan. Terus housingnya segini, ya, sekitar 5,5 juta per bulan, termasuk transportasi, electricity, gas, air, internet. Terus other than that, saya juga pergi ke gym dan saya pergi ke gym, saya rutin ke dentist, ke dokter gigi, terus ada insurance di mana sebulannya sekitar 1,7 juta. Nah, kalau misalnya saya mau bandingin dengan kehidupan di Tokyo itu jauh lebih besar, terutama di makan ya, terutama makan sama rentnya itu jauh lebih tinggi. Tapi saya mau bilang kalau misalnya tinggal di dormitory itu jauh lebih murah, sekitar 50% ya kira-kira. And ini University House Aobayama. Jadi waktu itu saya tinggal di University House Aobayama. Ini this is my real room. Like the first time I come, like pertama kali datang tuh ruangannya seperti ini. Jadi ruangannya satu orang satu, karena kita sangat menghormati privasi di sini. Jadi sangat nyaman. Terus kita sistemnya unit, jadi satu unit itu ada 8 orang gitu. Dan ruangannya besar, ada share room, terus ada mesin cuci, ada 2, toilet 3 dan sebagainya. Jadi sangat luas tempatnya. And selanjutnya saya mau jelasin yang senang-senangnya di sini tuh nggak bisa ngapain aja sih. Orang kalau misalnya pikir Jepang cuma taunya Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka gitu kan. Jadi mereka nggak tahu kalau misalnya Sendai itu punya tempat rekreasinya yang sangat sangat indah gitu ya. Jadi kalau misalnya bulan-bulan November gitu, musim gugur, saya suka pergi ke Yamagata, yaitu sekitar 1 jam dari Sendai. Dan ini pemandangannya gitu ya. Nah, terus saya juga suka hiking. Waktu itu tahun lalu saya pergi bersama teman-teman orang Indonesia, pergi hiking di Gunung Omoshiroyama. Jadi ini di puncaknya ya, keren sekali. Terus saya juga pernah pergi ke Naruko Gorge. Ini salah satu pemandangan yang paling bagus. Jadi covernya Miyagi, daerah Tohoku tuh sering dipakai nih jembatan ini. Terus yes, and soal makanan di sini, makanannya of course Japanese food. Everyone likes Japanese food. Dan yang menarik di daerah Sendai itu adalah makanannya jauh lebih murah daripada Tokyo atau daripada kota-kota besar lainnya, tapi kualitasnya nggak dikompromisi gitu ya. Nah, kalau ini makanan ini nih, this is from the school cafeteria actually. Ini dari kantin ya. Jadi level makanannya cukup tinggi di sini. Dan masih banyak lagi makanan-makanan enak yang ya saya suka pergi eksplor tempat-tempat restoran gitu. Jadi ya banyak sekali makanan-makanan enak di sini. Specialty Sendai adalah ini lidah sapi di barbecue. And this one milkshake rasa Zunda itu soybean ya, enak nih. And okay, ini salah satu hal yang lucu ya. Saya waktu itu pergi ke Iwate, saya makan wangko soba. Jadi basically ini waiternya ini kasih kita soba unlimited gitu ya sampai perut begah. Saya sama teman saya di sini, saya sendiri makan 106 porsi. Teman saya makan 100, jadi ini sampai numpuk-numpuk gitu. Yeah, very fun. And winter, yang menarik di sini adalah winternya itu tidak sehebat di Hokkaido atau di daerah yang lebih ke kutub utara. Winternya itu hanya sekitar paling dingin -5 derajat gitu ya. Jadi nggak terlalu nggak sedingin di Hokkaido, mungkin sekitar -10, -20. Ini masih ada salju. Gitu. Kalau di Tokyo kita nggak ketemu salju. And saya juga di sini juga ada ski resort. And ya saya nggak bisa ski, jadi saya ya seluncuran aja gitu. And ya terus kalau ya ini teman saya ngendain mobil di musim dingin gitu ya. Dan, terus di sini juga ada Zao Fox Village, ya Zao Fox Village, and terus ini Aobadori Ichibancho, di mana setiap winter, setiap Christmas tahun baru gitu, satu jalan gitu semua pohon-pohonnya dinyalain lampu-lampu ini gitu, illumination kita sebutnya. ini shopping distriknya. Oke, ini juga masih di Cibanco. Oh, ini keluarga saya. Ya waktu tahun ini baru nyamperin saya. And terus juga kita punya Ginzan Onsen. Ginzan Onsen. Jadi waktu itu Desember kemarin saya pergi ke Ginzan Onsen. Salah satu inspirasi untuk kalau misalnya kalian tahu Ghibli movie, Ghibli ini Spirited Away. Ini inspirasinya diambil dari Ginzan Onsen. And then kalau untuk musim seminya kita punya yang namanya ini Shiroishi Senbon Sakura. Basically ini satu jalan ini semua dipenuhi oleh sakura. Mereka sebutnya senbon, itu artinya 1000 pohon gitu ya. 1000 pohon sakura di sini. Ini Sendai Station, ini seperti Koike Sensei bilang, ini pusatnya dari Sendai, dari kota Sendai. Jadi cukup, jadi ini termasuk Sendai termasuk kota metropolitan ya. Jadi, and then yes, this is another sakura photos. And then waktu itu saya juga pergi ke Gunung Fuji. Well, Gunung Fuji jauh dari Sendai tapi cukup. Tapi karena bagus jadi saya masukin ke presentasi ini. And ya ini bersama keluarga saya lagi. Ini ada Gunung Fuji ya, di belakang sini. Jadi kalian bisa explore Jepang, gitu, keuntungannya kalau misalnya kuliah di sini. Kalau musim panas identik dengan fireworks. And then saya juga aktivitasnya saya punya banyak aktivitas. Salah satunya adalah saya masih join di Tea Ceremony Club. Ini teh yang saya buat sendiri. And ini saya juga buat sendiri. And then ini bersama dengan membernya. Dan ini setnya di Tea Ceremony. Dan kalau misalnya kalian lihat ini, kain ini nih kain batik ini sebenarnya. Jadi apa yang performernya dia pergi ke Bandung atau ke Bali ya, saya lupa. Terus beli kain ini, terus dipakai di acara tradisional, tea ceremony tradisional Jepang. And then ya ini dan ini Tanabata Matsuri, jadi ada ini di satu jalan ini dihiasin dengan ini pernak-pernik ini. Di sini musim panas, sangat panas. And saya mau jelasin sedikit bagi teman-teman yang Muslim. Sekarang kafeteria dan ada beberapa restoran yang sudah memprovide halal food di sini. Dan jangan khawatir, di sini banyak sekali community Muslim di Sendai. Jadi bisa tanya tips dan trik apapun di sini. Dan itu aja dari saya. Arigatou gozaimashita. Terima kasih banyak. Ini sekali lagi kontak saya. Kalau misalnya mau kontak saya, bisa langsung aja. Instagram, saya lebih sering pakai Instagram. Line WA, kalau mau banyak pertanyaan mungkin bisa lewat email saya. Jadi itu saja dari saya. Terima kasih. Selanjutnya kita akan dengar dari Profesor Heri. Itu adalah guru besar dekan Universitas Indonesia di bidang engineering. Saya lanjutkan ke Profesor Heri. Terima kasih, Prof.
Ya. Baik, selamat sore. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih atas undangannya, Pak Carlos, Pak Anton. thank you also to Watanabe Sensei and Koike Sensei for your invitation. Di kesempatan ini saya diminta sharing mengenai pengalaman ya sebagai alumni dari Tohoku University. Yang paling update yang sudah disampaikan oleh Carlos ya, itu yang paling terupdate di masa kini. Nah, ini yang saya sampaikan mungkin ada yang relevan dengan kondisi saat ini, namun ada juga yang mungkin sudah mengalami perubahan aktualnya di lapangan barangkali ya. Namun know-how-nya mungkin itu bisa diadopsi oleh teman-teman yang ingin belajar di luar negeri dengan berbeasiswa tentunya ya. Saya dulu setelah lulus S1 itu berkeinginan besar untuk sekolah di luar negeri ya. Tetapi di zaman saya untuk sekolah ke luar negeri ya kalau nggak orang kaya agak susah karena biayanya mahal ya. Nah, sehingga satu-satunya jalan untuk ke luar negeri adalah harus berbeasiswa. Nah, ini berbeda dengan masa kini ya. Kenapa? Karena SPP di Tohoku University itu mungkin untuk kalangan menengah kita terjangkau sekarang ya. Karena kalau dirupiahkan mungkin sekitar 60 juta rupiah per tahun itu SPP-nya. Kan itu terjangkau untuk yang kelas menengah di kita itu. Nah, kemudian kalau zaman dulu ya SPP-nya ya segitu juga gitu ya, 500.000 yen. Tetapi di zaman di 20 tahun lalu ekonomi kita berat gitu ya. Misal ya contoh kecil, beasiswa 200.000 yen ya. Kalau di kampung saya itu setara tanah 2.000 meter. Tetapi sekarang beasiswa 200.000 yen setara 20 juta gitu ya. Nah, itu dapat tanah paling cuma 20 meter itu. Barangkali ya kayak gitu. Dulu 2.000 meter, sekarang 20 meter itu ya. Nah, jadi agak nggak comparable dari sisi daya beli atau kekuatan dari dana ya. Nah, karena dulu untuk sekolah perlu beasiswa ya, beasiswa dari pemerintah Jepang tuh banyak, dari beasiswa pemerintah maupun yang non pemerintah. Tapi yang sangat diinginkan itu rata-rata beasiswa di pemerintah karena zaman itu kuotanya banyak dan beasiswanya besar ya, 180.000 yen dulu ya. Nah, kemudian saya kebetulan dapat beasiswa dari swasta ya. Untuk S2 saya dapat dari Panasonic untuk 3 tahun. Dan kemudian S3-nya saya dapat dari Hitachi. Nah, pada saat di Jepang gitu ya, itu banyak sekali support untuk mahasiswa asing. Nah, misal ya dari tempatnya Koike Sensei atau Watanabe Sensei itu dulu ada dikasih kartu untuk bis untuk mahasiswa yang Shihi Ryugakusei. In my time 20 years ago for foreign student, international office support bus card at about 5,000 yen per card ya. But I don't know at this time still Tohoku University to provide the support or not. And then the second, selain support untuk BIS ya, untuk mahasiswa yang Shihi ya, saya kategorinya Shihi Ryugakusei. Shihi Ryugakusei itu adalah mahasiswa yang biaya sendiri lah kayak gitu ya, karena supportnya dari perusahaan bukan dari beasiswa pemerintah. Kalau pemerintah istilahnya kokuhi saat itu. Nah, kemudian juga untuk mahasiswa Shihi itu juga dapat support asuransi. Jadi misal asuransi pemerintah kan kita bayar 30%. Nah, 30%-nya itu diremes oleh Tohoku ya. Jadi yang Shihi itu 0% kalau berobat ya. Nah itu dua support itu sangat membantu ya. Selain beasiswa yang dari swasta tadi ya. Kemudian juga bisa menjadi teaching assistant ya. Selama 4 tahun saya teaching assistant untuk mata kuliah metode numerik ya yang diampu oleh profesor saya. Kemudian selain itu juga ada kesempatan untuk research assistant ya. Nah, itu sekitar ya ada dana tambahan ya, mungkin 30.000 40.000 yen per bulannya. Nah, kemudian kalau saya lihat teman-teman saya yang lain, banyak juga mereka yang part time. Ada yang part time-nya subuh-subuh ya, eh, menjadi insan pers bidang delivery. Mungkin masih ada ya kali ya, Pak Carlos ya. Nah, kemudian dan lain-lain ada begitu banyak ya yang melakukan eh, kerja-kerja tambahan tadi. Dan tapi yang paling penting adalah tentunya harus yang penting adalah sekolah ya, sekolah. Kemudian beasiswa dari swasta lainnya juga banyak ya, ada Asahi ya 100.000 yen, ada Hasia 80.000 yen. Yang beasiswa dari perusahaan ataupun yayasan sekitar kisaran 50-70.000 yen itu banyak sekali di universitas ya. Jadi tapi kita harus jadi mahasiswa dulu baru bisa apply. Nah, itu di zaman saya dulu ya. Namun zaman sekarang seperti tadi ya, dengan daya kekuatan ekonomi di Indonesia yang sudah semakin meningkat ya, ini saya kalau ngitung ya tadi, Bapak Ibu cukup modal kijang satu ya, kijang kan misalnya 400 juta ya, kasih anaknya tuh 400 juta, pergi ke Jepang survive itu ya, karena SPP kan cuma 60 juta, ya kan? Ya, jadi 6 kali 4 240 sama kijang 1,5-nya itu SPP selesai semua tuh 4 tahun, ya kan? Nah, tinggal biaya hidup kan, biaya hidup tuh kan udah megang duit juga tuh 240. Ah, itu juga selesai itu. Nah, nanti anaknya kalau punya motivasi yang tinggi gitu ya, tambah beasiswa, tambah TA, tambah RE, tambah macam-macam ya survive, dan kalau kerja di sana ya otomatis ya balik modal. Nah, sehingga menurut saya Tohoku ini salah satu pilihan yang sangat bagus ya untuk sekolah di luar negeri. Dari sisi quality top ya Tohoku ini. Zaman saya kenapa pilih Tohoku zaman dulu ya. Itu di Newsweek tahun 2000, Tohoku itu universitas terbaik di Asia berdasarkan Newsweek tahun 2000 ya. Itu yang membuat saya memilih Tohoku University. Walaupun kalau ketemu orang Indonesia yang lain, sekolah di mana? Tohoku. Pada nanya, apa? Kata gitu. Tohoku apa? Kata gitu. Gitu. Nah, jadi nggak dikenal itu Tohoku itu. Karena tiap saya bilang Tohoku, malah ditanya apa? Gitu, kayak gitu. Lebih terkenal Hiroshima Nagasaki ya dibanding nama Tohoku gitu ya. Nah, tapi kalau sekarang, jika ada yang tanya Tohoku, orang pada ngerti ya. Nah, Tohoku itu apa? Nah, kemudian yang berikutnya, apa yang hebat di Tohoku ya. Ternyata setelah saya ada di Tohoku, salah satu yang hebat di Tohoku itu adalah bidang material. Ya, itu the best, salah satu the best di dunia ya. Sehingga tadi kalau mau belajar ke Tohoku ya kalau bisa ambil material, wah itu top ya tadi. Nah, kemudian peluang kerja tadi ya. Tadi kan banyak tuh kerja di sana sini atau melanjutkan sekolah ke sana kemari ya. Juga tentunya tidak akan terlalu kesulitan ya. Nah, itu kualitas top ya. Kemudian pembiayaan tadi ya. Pembiayaan kan tadi ya, modal kijang satu ada beres. Nggak usah kijang deh, modal Avanza aja beres gitu kayak gitu ya. Nah, tapi tentunya tadi apalagi kalau bisa dapat beasiswa. Nah, itu tentunya yang paling terbaik ya. Nah, kembali lagi yang penting adalah motivasi dari anaknya ya. Mau sekolah di mana, mau belajar di mana. Nah, peluang dari Tohoku ini sangat besar. Zaman saya dulu nggak ada kelas internasional, sekarang sudah ada kelas internasional sehingga banyak pilihan untuk bisa langsung sekolah di program internasional. Kalau dulu umumnya masuk ke program reguler yang berbahasa Jepang, harus kursus dulu bahasa Jepang setahun ya. Tetapi bahasa Jepang itu sangat diperlukan. Walaupun saya S2, S3 ya, saya N2 lulus dulu ya. Walaupun saya baru belajar bahasa Jepangnya setelah saya dapat beasiswa. Dulu pengennya ke negara yang berbahasa Inggris, cuma dapat beasiswanya ke Jepang ya apa boleh buat. Nah, bahasa ini sangat penting supaya kita bisa bergaul, bisa masuk lebih dalam gitu ya. Sehingga tadi kalau mau kerja di sana, mau bisa tahu budaya, hal yang mendalam dan lain-lain, ya tadi bahasa itu sangat penting untuk dipelajari gitu ya. Nah, eh, tadi ya, jadi dari sisi kualitas sangat bagus, dari sisi finansial juga affordable ya. Kalau makanan, keamanan, keselamatan, Jepang paling top ya dibanding negara lainnya, sehingga orang tua juga merasa aman dan nyaman kalau anaknya sekolah di sana. Nah, tinggal bahasa aja untuk menaklukkannya ya. Jadi walaupun berbahasa Inggris, saya mengencourage untuk belajar bahasa Jepang juga kalau mau kerja ataupun lebih mendalam di sana ya. Karena percuma kalau mau kerja di Jepang nggak bisa bahasa Jepang, nggak bakal jadi orang topnya di situ ya. Nah jadi mau nggak mau ya walaupun berbahasa Inggris ya step by step bahasa Jepang itu tetap diperlukan. Nah bagi yang ingin belajar di sana ya persiapkan semuanya itu ya. Kalau dari S1 tadi persyaratan-persyaratan yang disampaikan oleh Koike Sensei, Watanabe Sensei itu supaya dipenuhi dan ya tinggal mendaftar, cari beasiswa atau biaya sendiri dan untuk survival, nah dari Carlos ya bisa berbagi nanti saling membantu. Saya dulu sempat menjadi ketua PPI di Sendai tahun 2003 ya. Jadi sambil sekolah ya kita juga banyak ngurusin masyarakat juga. Zaman saya dulu hanya sekitar 40 orangan mahasiswa Indonesia di sana. Saya dengar sekarang udah nyampe 200 apa 100 atau 200 ya. Itu semakin banyak karena apa tadi? Kalau dulu 40 orang semuanya beasiswa pemerintah atau berbeasiswa setara pemerintah tadi ya. Nah, kalau yang sekarang 200 orang sebagian saya dengar termasuk self finance ya. Jadi ada yang berbeasiswa, ada yang berbeasiswa agak kecil ya, ada yang bahkan tidak berbeasiswa ya dengan biaya sendiri. Nah, ini semuanya untuk merajut masa depan. Tohoku University salah satu yang terbaik dan artinya memiliki peluang untuk semakin menata masa depan yang lebih baik. Tapi tentunya tolong perhatikan anaknya ya, jangan sembarangan keluar negeri juga ya. Ya kalau ada tadi mental health ya ya dan lain-lain ya nanti malah ya hati-hati nanti ya. Intinya ketahui diri anaknya di mana minat dan bakatnya ya fasilitasi untuk kemudian dia mencapai cita-citanya. Semoga sukses. Tohoku University saya bangga menjadi alumninya dan merupakan salah satu universitas yang terbaik di dunia ini. Terima kasih. Saya kembalikan kepada moderator.
Okay, thank you, Professor Yamansha. Thank you, Professor Takeshi Koike. Thank you, Professor Yumiko Watanabe and Carlos Baptista. Now we're going to open our Q&A. If you have any questions you wanted to ask four of them, you can type it on the chat box and we will read it. Thank you.
Okay, without further ado, I have some questions here from the chat box and from some participants. So for the first question, there is a question from Nico. This person asked, she already took the SAT. Will the SAT be accepted into Tohoku University?
I'm sorry, it's SAT general.
Yes, SAT.
We don't accept, unfortunately, we don't accept the score.
Okay. Thank you very much for the answer. And I hope it answers your question, participant Nico. And I have another question coming from Hanan Pramudia. He asked about the requirement. Does Tohoku accept the International Baccalaureate IB? And if yes, what is the minimum score, especially in the engineering course?
We don't set up any minimum score for any standardized examination, including IB, GCA level, but of course, higher is better.
I see. Thank you for the question, Professor. And I hope that answers your question. For the next question, oh wait, never mind. For the next question, what is the requirements for national curriculum?
What's the meaning of national curriculum?
Maybe the participant could explain it further.
I think what they want to ask is that student transcript from from Indonesia. Like, do
Yes,
we need to put in our student transcript?
Yes, please. That's mandatory. Even predicted, one is fine. Up to the previous semester transcript we need.
Yes. So basically, from my experience, you need the standard student transcript. I believe now is also you need student transcript. I believe it's from the first semester to the fifth semester, if I'm mistaken.
Exactly.
I forgot either 1 to 4 or 1 to 5. But as Watanabe Sensei said, we don't put a limit on anything. Just be better. The higher the better. Yeah. Jadi rapot butuh ya.
Yeah,
Lupa
one
antara
thing is, I'm sorry. First, we have 2-stage screenings. First stage is document screening. To pass the document screening, I believe higher score is better. But the second screening, as we want to know much more about you, your personality, your passion, or your, education, skills or academics knowledge, so on, through the interview and also paper test. Okay.
Is that all from Professor?
Actually, sorry to interrupt, but there is another follow-up question from a participant. They asked, how about those of us going to national curriculum, not A level 1? Oh, yeah. But as it has already answered before, actually, so go ahead with the questions from Nori.
Okay, thank you, Professor, for answering the questions. I got another question from a participant. So, does Tohoku University have Japanese language preparation programs or English language courses for international students who wish to enroll?
We, of course, offer both. If you prefer to learn in Japanese, you can apply all subjects, all courses. However, we ask you to have a very high level of the Japanese, skill, because all the classes are given in Japanese. You need to understand everything in Japanese. And also we ask you to come to Sendai to take an exam. Okay? But in English course, application will be completed online, and we don't ask you to come to Sendai at any stage before enrollment. And we don't ask any Japanese skill at all, but instead of Japanese, we ask you English level skill. Okay, but we offered only 3 courses, at least at this stage. We plan to expand the area of the English courses, but at this stage, right now, only 3 courses.
Okay, thank you for the answer. I hope the one who asked find it really useful. Now I have another question from Jessica. So they asked if we are interested in chemical engineering. How can we explore more about this faculty? And how about the physics faculty? I noticed that Professor Takeshi is professor of physics, and how can we explore more about this faculty?
Koike Sensei, could you unmute the microphone, and could you answer to the question? Koike Sensei, we cannot hear you. Please unmute your microphone. Maybe something wrong. I try my best to answer these questions. Yeah, in honestly speaking, IMAQ, that International Mechanical Aerospace Engineering course, is most popular. That means most competitive course among 3 courses. But, people, particularly course, look at the looking for the student applicant who are good in math, physics, compared to the chemistry. They are more focused on the math and physics. That's my impression.
Watanabe Sensei, I believe the first question is about, so that person who is asking is interested in IMAQ, so how can they get more information about IMAQ?
How they can get more information? Yeah, they have, go to the FGL program homepage, and you can access to the IMAQ homepage. Let me find, I can give you their information site.
And then also the next question is about physics. Physics. Quick Sensei, you were in the engineering or in science?
He's
School of
in
Engineering.
science, actually.
In science, right? Yes. So, for now, oh yeah, please.
He can answer using my system.
Okay, I'm sorry. Something went wrong with my microphone, and then somebody needs to unmute me. But the question is about physics.
Yeah. So that person is interested in physics.
Oh, yeah. But unfortunately, FGL has no program from School of Science for physics.
Yes.
And I think, yeah, unfortunately, we don't offer any physics major course yet. But I am originally from School of Science. I'm not an engineer. I'm a physicist.
Yes. Maybe I can add to the answers. So maybe you can, if you're interested in physics, you can go to, if you are planning to continue master course in Tohoku University School of Science, there is a physics course in English actually. It is under ICPAS. So I'm ICPAS, yeah. So ICPAS, so in master course there are more English courses, especially in science, not only in chemistry, but also physics, astronomy, mathematics, geophysics, geology, I believe, and other science course, which is taught in English. So for now, the undergraduate, the one that is in English is limited to only 3. But if you continue to a master course, there are way more courses that are in English. One of them is ICPAS, just like me.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, I have supervised the students under ICPAS in the physics department. So yeah, if you want to come to Tohoku University as a graduate student, yes, you have more selections as to which subjects you want to study.
Okay, thank you, Professor and Carlos, for answering the question. I hope everyone found that useful. So we have another question from a participant. The question is, are there internship opportunities, research projects, or international student exchange programs that students can participate in?
Yeah. Koike say answer about the internship.
So I try to answer as best as I can. Yes, you can get the various internship program, but this is course specifics most of the time. But there is another general internship program, which is offered for international students as well as Japanese students. So as an example, one student from IMAQ, he was very interested in design thinking. And so he applied for this University Innovation Fellow, and he was selected. And then he got the training from Stanford University, and he was certified, and then he was sent to Stanford for 1 week. And so something like this, not specific to any courses, but you can also participate in the internship program if you want. But you have to look for it once you are here. There are many that I am not aware of. Did I answer the questions?
Yes, you answered perfectly. Thank you so much, Professor. Now, do Rainer have any questions?
Yes, I have a question for the professors. Are there any courses related to computer programming?
Computer programming.
Yes.
I mean, you have to use a computer if you are especially in IMAQ, but there is no designated program.
However, some of the senior belong to the conducted their research about the computer, supercomputer or so.
Yeah, but it's not specialized in computer program.
It's not program.
Yeah, but you have to use various softwares, right? Like this finite element methods, like computer simulation, right? For your research, or you have to use Mathematica or MATLAB for data analysis. But it's different from computer program.
I see. Thank you for the answer, Professor. I have a follow-up question as well. How about computer science?
Computer science, again, the same. I mean, you don't really study computer, right? In the IMAQ program, you use computer as a way to do research, right? So yeah, the answer is no, not directly related to computer science.
Okay. Thank you for the question, Professor. And I hope that answers the question from the participants. And I also have another question regarding uh it's more to daily life instead of the life as a college student. But is it allowed for international students to do part-time jobs?
Yes, you're allowed to work. How many hours?
28.
28 hours during
week.
the semester,
And then 48.
and 40 during the long time break. That's my understanding.
Yeah, so 20 hours per week.
28
Yeah,
hours
28 hours per week.
outside of the university during the semester, and almost unlimited 40 hours during the vacation.
I see, I see. All right, thank you for the answers, Professor. Now I'll be giving it to Maureen for the closing if there are any more questions.
Okay, so this is the last questions we have from a participant. So they ask, how does Tohoku University support international students in finding suitable off-campus housing options if they chose not to live in university accommodations?
Actually,
Yes.
Okay. I mean, Watanabe Sensei must leave, so I'll answer as best I can. Maybe you can help me, Carlos. But
Sure.
yes, if you choose not to live in our Aobayama dormitory, you can. And then there should be a support for international students to rent
Yes.
a off campus housing.
Yes. I'm right now. I'm doing the seminar in my apartment, not in the dormitory actually. So my experience with the help from the university has been great. Basically, they do all the all the all the forms and all the nitty gritty, all the details thing, and I just need to do some paperwork, and
Yeah.
they help a lot actually. And I have this lovely house right here, and which is like 5 minutes from the university actually. So it's very very convenient for me. So yeah.
Yeah, so let me give you a little bit more information. The reason why we encourage the first time international students to stay in the dormitory is that it's very easy. You don't have to do much paperwork. But if you decided not to stay in the on-campus housing, then you need at least 1 week or longer time to find the housing off campus.
So
So
1 month.
while you're in Japan and then you have a place to stay, looking for housing is relatively easy because you have time. But it's very difficult to look for a place right after you arrive in Japan, right? You have to do many paperwork other than for housing. So I don't really recommend to get the off-campus housing right after you arrive. It's almost impossible. Or you come to Japan like 1 month ahead and you stay in a hotel, and then while you look for a off-campus housing, that's okay. So
But and I want to add on, actually, like as I said in my presentation, like the benefit of dormitory is so big. Like basically the cost, the rent is 50% of the apartment, normal apartment here. So it's a really good benefit. Like I would really hope to be able to continue living in the dormitory. However, there's a limitation. In my day, there's a limitation to only be able to stay for 2 years in a dormitory. After that, I need to move out to
Yeah.
our own apartment.
Yeah,
So that
I
is
don't
why I
know
moved.
the renting a house in Indonesia, but usually in Japan, when you rent an apartment, nothing is furnished. You have to buy your own
Yes,
furniture from
exactly.
zero.
Oh, it's
So
expensive.
yeah, so that adds another difficulty in renting a housing in Japan right
Yeah.
after you arrive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you for your answers. I think that was our last questions. If you have any more questions or anything you wanted to ask them, you can contact them, or you can come to the Wardaya Educational Expo, which is to be held at 14 October in Grand Ball Hotel Pullman in Central Park at 1 until 6 p.m. And there will be top universities, including Tohoku University. So if you still have anything to ask, you can go there. Thank you. So do any of you have anything, a few words you wanted to say, or a message you wanted to say to all of us before we end this?
Okay, so again, thank you very much for this opportunity. I would like to thank Dr. Anton for organizing this event, and special thanks to Dr. Heri for sharing his experience at Tohoku. Thank you very much. And thanks to Carlos for insightful experience in Japan. It seems that he's having lots of fun in Sendai.
Yeah.
And I wish him a good luck in continuing his master degree here.
Mhm.
And lastly,
Very much.
I really welcome your application to Tohoku University, and I hope to see you, some of you, in Sendai in next year. Okay, thank you very much. Terima kasih.
Thank you so much, Prof. Takeshi, Prof. Watanabe, Prof. Heri, Prof. Lin, and also Carlos, and also Rainer and Norin as moderator. Okay, thank you so much, all audience. See you in Wade Expo. Tohoku University will attend the Wade Education Expo in 14 October 2023.
I will be there.
Okay, thank you so much all. Good evening. Terima
Good
kasih,
evening.
Prof. Heri.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pak Anton. Thank you,
again.
Prof. Heri. Thank you.
Thank you.
ありがとうございます。小池先生。
また
Thank you, Rainer
会います。
and Norin.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
as
Rainer and
well,
Norin.
professors. Thank you as well, everyone.
Thank you everyone.